Hello, everyone. This is Charles Harper, and today is the Monday edition of the PLR show. And as a reminder, if you've been listening, you know that if you do not have our free PLR Academy, you can go to the plrshow.com and you can get our free PLR Academy by clicking on the free download button. That'll give you access to our 5 courses on how to remake and rebrand your PLR inside of your Teachable account. You'll be able to stream that from your mobile device or from your desktop. What I want to talk about today is the same process that we have been undertaking, and that is establishing our workshop so that we will be able to promote to people to purchase our front end product and then upsell them into our continuity offer, which is our learning center. And we are in the process of creating and establishing the workshop. And as I have said, I do not expect necessarily, nor do I even want people to start coming just on the spur of things. I do want people to come because they're interested in the topic or they're interested in the workshop itself. And so tomorrow is our Tuesday workshop. And as you know, I have suggested in e-training playbook as well as e-learning playbook that you do 2 workshops. At minimum, you want to do one. Traditionally, I have done a Tuesday night workshop. In fact, in building the PLR show, I'd always done an 8 o'clock workshop on Tuesdays for the better part of years. Now, in some cases, I also did a Saturday workshop, which was a Q&A. What I'm going to be doing, as you know, is I'm going to be doing my Tuesday workshop and the Saturday workshop. If you attend those workshops, you'll see that they're really directed toward the people in the local meetup. So, as a PLR user, you can attend those workshops so that you can see how you want to do your own workshop, not necessarily as a learner. Ironically, what I want to teach in tomorrow's Tuesday workshop is how to use PLR. And I made an executive decision. Actually, I made 2 executive decisions. One is that I don't want to have 2 business models. So while I know that there are people out there who want to learn from the content that we are producing, I'm still going to present the option of doing PLR. Now I'm going to set those products up differently when I set them up in Teachable. And what I will start doing, if you're listening to this and you are a PLR user, you can expect that you'll also get access to the streaming course. And what I'm going to do is combine concepts. So I'm also going to make sure there's a download area there inside of Teachable also. So I'm just going to really sell one product from now on. It's just going to be structured in 2 ways. Now, what that means for the person who's going to be buying to learn, they're going to get an opportunity to learn how to use private label rights. They're going to get an education on private label rights content in every product that they buy. What I'm going to be doing tomorrow night in the weekly workshop is I'm going to actually teach on private label rights. And I have a product that's now retired that is called the PLR Playbook. And I went back through that product a little bit, and it really does, on the front end, does a pretty good job of explaining what PLR is and how a person can use it. And so, what I've titled the workshop is how you can use, how you can create your online course with licensed content. Now, most people aren't even going to know what that is. I'm going to be teaching on what PLR is and how they can use it. And I do want to introduce people, even in Central PA, even people who are new to information marketing. I'd rather kind of introduce them to some of the topics that I know well, and I do know PLR well. And while in some cases I still want to teach marketing and I still want to teach the business model, I also want to warm people up to being able to understand PLR and private label rights content also. So that's going to be teaching tomorrow. On Saturday, I'm going to return to teaching on a topic in order to pre-sell our PLR. So in other words, last week I did Teachable. I think this week maybe I'll do, sales funnel playbook, and so that people will then kind of start to understand what sales funnel playbook is, and if they want to purchase it, they can purchase our sales funnel playbook from us in that session. So what I'm going to be doing this week is setting up a Teachable course, Sales Funnel Playbook. I'm going to set it up so that it's sort of based not for a PLR user. It's going to be based on someone coming to understand Teachable, well, I'm sorry, coming to understand sales funnels, but also understanding the private label rights portion also. Um, so that's what we'll be doing this week. And I still am going to do, and the reason that I decided to push back um, Proxobal formula is because I need to finish the course, and I'm going to finish that course this week. I've already started writing the course and started the recording process. I'm not going to be done by tomorrow in order to teach it. I don't even want to rush and finish by Saturday. I want to make sure it's ready, and so I want to be ready so that I can promote it as the Proxobal formula for next Tuesday's workshop. So I'm gonna teach that subject on next Tuesday, and I'm gonna sell that product that I create for you on next Tuesday. However, it should be ready for you this week because I need to hurry up and finish that so I can get started on StreamYard PLR for this month also. And so that's about it for tonight. As I've said, what I hope that you will gain from following this podcast is that you will start doing your own weekly workshop. You don't have to do two. As I'm doing. For years I've always done a weekly workshop, and then I've done a Saturday Q&A. But you can start by doing a weekly workshop on any day, and it can be your workshop. I know some of you personally who are ultimate insiders, you're doing Clubhouse. You're doing a Clubhouse talk, during the middle of the week. To me, that's what that means. That's like a training that you're doing. You're hosting something, you're sharing your expertise, you're bringing in experts to talk about something that you know about extremely well. That's really what this is really all about, is having something where you can, number one, ask people to join your list. Number two, you can ask people to, to a specific product. You can make a specific call to action, and you're going to have this sort of every week. It's a standing appointment. It's a standing date. And as I have said, even if you're not too religious, it's like having your own church, right? Where you're meeting every week, and you want people to come. You expect people to come, and every time you get together with them, they sort of have some air of familiarity, even though you're sharing something different, right? It's almost like you're kind of writing a message, or you're writing a sermon every week, so to speak. But that's about it for tonight, and we will get back together for the PLR show tomorrow. So with that, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me here. Once again, if you don't have an idea of how to remake your PLR, I'm going to suggest that you get our free PLR Academy. And you can get it at theplrshow.com. You'll see a big blue button there that says free download. You can click that button. That'll give you access to our Teachable course. What will also happen is you'll then be getting our newsletter. And every day I send you a newsletter, and we discuss strategies that you can use in order to use your PLR. In particular, we talk about the more difficult task of using video PLR. And that's what I focus on, because that is not only what I use as a customer of my own, but it's also what I produce for you. So with that, thank you very much for everybody. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.